Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Backyard Baseball 2003. I know I've been off the channel for a few months, but I'm proud to be bringing back the 99-0 challenge, but with a big twist that'll definitely make this much harder moving forward, as y'all will see. So last year I started a brief mini-series trying to see if I could win a game in Backyard Baseball 2003 by a score of 99-0. So it was a combination of playing good defense and scoring as many runs as possible in a 9-inning game. And to do this, I set up the game between two custom teams, two custom lineups that I've featured on this channel before, one of them being the best possible team of the best 9 players in the game based on skill point totals, and our opponent was the Mighty Monsters lineup. If you don't know who the Mighty Monsters are, they are a team that I played a full season with on this channel. Make sure to go check it out. It's probably the best series I've ever done, and that team is configured of the 9 worst players in the game based on their skill point totals. And the first attempt did not go very well. I was definitely very rusty coming off a few months of break from playing Backyard Baseball in that video, but in the second attempt we absolutely demolished them. I think we actually won like maybe 107 or 108-0, but we defeated the challenge pretty easily, and the game was played at Parks Department 2. I definitely set it up at Parks Department 2 because that is the most shallow park in the game, the easiest stadium to hit home runs at. And, you know, I knew that if I ever fell behind the pace, runs per inning that I need to score, it would definitely be easier to pick up, easy hits, even some hits that would otherwise be, deep fly balls or easy home runs at Parks Department 2. So I knew if I were to complete the challenge anywhere, it would probably be there. So over the past year, I've been thinking, how could I make this challenge more difficult? And I realized that one thing I have never done in this game, in this challenge or otherwise, is play a game of Backyard Baseball with the errors turned off. Now, this is an option at, the rules selection screen. You can choose to play 6 innings or 9 innings, what level of difficulty you want to play on and all that. But there is the option to turn errors off. And I've always sort of been, mystified as to what this actually means. Does it just mean that the, CPU defense never ever drops the ball? Does this also mean that, they never make bad or inaccurate throws? And so I figured, okay, if I were to play another round of the 99-0 challenge, I should definitely turn errors off. But then I got to thinking even more. Parks Department 2, like I just said, is the most shallow park in the entire game. So naturally, I should play on one of the deepest parks in the game, and that's how I arrived at Ekman Acres, which is, probably the deepest park in the game. I mean, sandy flats, there are no fences, basically, but that's just not an enjoyable field to play at all. So Ekman Acres is the most like a normal baseball stadium, but it is also the deepest in the game without any, true obstacles. There's no buildings standing in the way of what would otherwise be a home run. So it is the most open, deep, and traditional park of all the parks that I could have chosen for this channel. So I thought, okay, errors turned off, Ekman Acres, and I also wanted to solve an issue in the first round of the challenge, which is whenever I set up the season, obviously I set custom lineups and all that, but one thing that I couldn't figure out was how to make myself the away team, so I play the full 9 innings to average a clean 11 runs per inning to get to 99. There is a way to hack the game and select your own schedules. So it is possible to say, okay, I want to make sure that my team is on the road in game 1 of the season playing the team that's at Ekman Acres. But to do this, I think the only way to do it is to go through these schedules, go into the game code, and change the schedules of every single team in the game. Because if you choose, one game on your schedule, that actually affects the schedules of every other team, actually. So you literally have to go through game by game, team by team, and reschedule the entire season for every team. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take the hours of time that it takes to do that. There is also the possibility of just random luck of the draw. You just get lucky, and your first game is on the road against the team that plays at Ekman Acres as their home stadium. But I tried that a few times for like an hour, recreating the season files, and that just wasn't working. So I said, whatever, will just be the home team. And that makes it harder anyway, because, you know, scoring 99 runs in 8 innings is harder than scoring 99 runs in 9 innings. So it just adds an extra layer of difficulty. So there is still that. You know, I still have to score 99 runs in 8 innings, which is an average score per inning of 12.375 runs per inning to reach 99. So those are the parameters for this next chapter of this challenge, playing at Ekman Acres, the deepest park in the game, the deepest traditional baseball park in the game. Errors turned off, so we will see how that impacts the gameplay. Other than that, everything is the same. Hard difficulty, swing spot, and pitch locator turned off. Lineups are the same. Everything else is the same besides those 2 new changes. How will we do? You'll see in this video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the team photo page. We'll go through the lineup once more. Barry Bonds is nerfed today. He is down from 10 running to 7 running. A bit appropriate because in the last game where we completed the 99-0 challenge at Parks Department 2, he had a mega boost. You know, one of those mega boosts where everything your bat touches is a home run. So Barry Bonds being boosted was actually a big reason why it was so easy for us to clear 99 runs last time. So this will reduce his playing ability somewhat, but he'll still be, you know, fast enough. It's not like he's got a major nerf down to like 3 or 4 running, but, you know, this will make it a bit harder for him to have extra base hits. Everyone else is normal with the exception of Pablo, who has a small boost of 1 to his pitching. Everyone else, like I said, is completely normal. Gonna have to set the batting order here. And then our opponent today, the home team, are the Texas Rangers with the Mighty Monsters lineup. The gang's all here: Thor Herring, Ivan King, Dana Sakula. Claire Nelson gets the start at pitcher. Cameron Hanes is reduced to 3 out of 10 running. He's normally a 6 out of 10, so this is actually a pretty big nerf because he is, you know, tied for fastest on the team with Victoria Schamberg. Heidi Thurman with her rocket arm is not at catcher, as she should be. She is at first base, and I believe everyone else is normal aside from that. So just to prove what the settings are once again, right here, click on the question mark. Difficulty level hard, that is maximum difficulty, 9 innings. Errors are off. We will see how that impacts the gameplay. And of course, swing spot and pitch locator are both off. Let's jump into this game. I realize also I accidentally called the Rangers the home team. They are the away team. We are the home team, so unfortunately we will only have 8 innings to bat, but that actually makes the challenge harder because we have to score more runs in less innings instead of averaging, you know, a clean 11 runs per inning in a 9-inning game. We only have 8 innings to score 99 runs, so we have to average 12.375 runs per inning. And I should also mention, we're going to let Cameron Hanes get on base here. We're going to, you know, try and force as many double plays as possible. You know, of course, 1 per inning, so we can max out our ability to have power-up trains, because especially if you fall behind in terms of your, you know, the rate at which you're scoring runs, you're, you know, like you're behind pace. A power-up train is a great way to, you know, score a lot of runs real quick. So we aren't really going for strikeouts necessarily. We don't need to have a perfect game or a no-hitter or anything like that. We just want to prevent the CPU from scoring. As long as they don't score, we can do whatever we want. This one's going to be right down the middle, and Victoria Schamberg strikes out anyway, even though that pitch was a slow ball right down the middle. Out number 1. Also, I'm now realizing I chose my batting order, but I didn't set everyone's position on defense, so I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to keep Marcellus on the mound because he actually got that first strikeout pretty easily, but now I need to change everyone's position, so give me a second. Yeah, that was a pretty obvious oversight there. And Dana Sakula puts the ball in play. Henry DeShane tosses it over to Pablo. Pablo gets it to Marcellus, and he is going to beat her to the bag. Double play, and we enter the bottom of the first with a clean slate and a power-up already. And Barry Bonds spanks that one. They are backed up pretty far, and you can see his speed nerf, and he's actually thrown out at first. If he had max speed, he definitely would have made it to first. So already we can see Barry's nerf coming into play. And Nomar rips that one, and that is going to be fair, and that could be a ground rule double. Yes, sir. Went inside that hidden spot that you can't see off screen. That's a cheesy ground rule double. And now Pablo is up. And Pablo with the high fly ball, and it looks like Quentin is going to get under this one. Close to the warning track, but He gets that. Nomar is going to advance to third, though, running pretty slow. He's going to make it. Here is Julie Dunkel, but we have no runs and 2 outs already, so Julie Dunkel was probably the individual MVP of the last game. Maybe it was Henry Deschênes. I can't exactly remember. She and Henry Deschênes were on some, crazy Capri Suns. They were on that juice. And Julie Dunkel puts that one into play. Nomar's heading home. Yeah, Nomar definitely looks slower, and Dana's going to make that throw. And Nomar is now caught in a pickle. Going to get to third, though, and we have runners at the corners. We let that one go by. Nomar is heading home, and Cameron just threw it. Clearly, Nomar was heading right for him, and he decided to throw it anyway. So I guess turning errors off doesn't solve absolutely abysmal fielding choices from the catcher. The catcher is still a very glitched position for the CPU. Wow. Okay, so we've got 1 aboard. Or we've scored 1, but we still got 2 outs. Definitely behind pace. Henry Deschênes lifts that one, and nobody's going to catch that one. I don't think that's out of here, but that's going to be a great hit. Julie Dunkel easily going to come home, and Henry Deschênes probably has an inside-the-park home run on his hands. Dana will not get there in time. She won't make this throw. 3-0 A's. And Ken Griffey Jr. lifts this one, and this will fall in. It'll be an infield hit, but he will get aboard. And Leo Wayne cracks that. Did you hear that off the bat? Easy home run. No doubt about that one. Into the kiddie pool. Splash landing. 5-0 A's. And Thor Herring takes the mound. Claire Nelson got run off after 18 pitches. Let's see if Thor can shut us down to finally end the inning for the Rangers. And Thor ends the inning with a strikeout on 3 pitches. Marcellus Marks, our pitcher, goes down, and we are definitely behind pace. Got some nice hits in that inning, but only 5 runs. Claire Nelson with the pop-up, but gonna have Pablo get out of the way so she can reach base. And Thor Herring right back to Marcellus, to Pablo, over to Henry Deschênes. Double play number 2. Got another power-up coming our way, and all we gotta do is get Quentin out, and we are back up to bat. Second strikeout of the game for Marcellus Marks. Quentin Driver goes down looking. We are back up to bat. We got to really pick up the pace here already. Jay Green, nice crack off the bat, but Quentin Driver deep in center field, and he catches that one. 1 out. Not off to a great start, man. This is not good. Ooh. Thor Herring with the power-up pitch, and this goes out to Quentin Driver. He misses that. This is going to be an extra base hit for Barry Bonds off the power-up pitch. This will be huge. Quentin throws it in. Actually, not a bad throw in for Quentin. Barry's going to stay at second. Nice double off the power-up pitch. And yeah, though, the deepness of Ekman Acres already coming into play, because I think a few of our hits that were flyouts that Quentin caught definitely would have been home runs at Perks Department 2. Another pop fly. That one was high in the zone. Not sure why I went for that one. And wow, man. 2 outs just like that. I think the rust is definitely beginning to show. Like I said in the intro, I haven't played this in a while. But Pablo sends that one out. No doubt about that one. 7-0. Nice hit, Pablo. Julie Dunkel sends that one out. And that will not quite be a home run. Man, yeah, this is already, as I've now said twice, already affecting our ability to rake home runs, but this is going to be an inside-the-park home run easily. Henry Deschênes, no doubt about that one, though. Man, that looked good coming off the bat. 9-0. And that's a grounder for Ken Griffey Jr., but he will make it to first. They're backed up quite far. Second single of the day for Ken Griffey Jr. Leo Wayne rips that one, and that also will not quite be out of here. All these hits that definitely would have been home runs at Perks Department 2 really beginning to make an impact. Marcellus Marks with the nice hit, and that'll land right in front of Victoria. Gonna bat in 1 run. Leo Wayne coming around home. Marcellus Marks will make it to second, just barely. 2 RBI double. Very close call right there, but we break into double digits. And now Cameron Haynes comes in. We got Thor Herring out of there. This is good, people. And another 3-pitch strikeout to end the inning. 6 runs in that inning. We are way behind pace now. Really going to have to make sure to load up on these power-ups then. Trying this on a deeper park is definitely having an impact on how easy it is to crank dingers. I think we've already had several
flyouts that would have otherwise been home runs at Parks Department. I pitched like 3 slow balls right down the middle to Ivan King, and he still struck out. Crazy. Maybe they figured it out. Maybe they know I'm going for double plays. Well, Wayne hits that one, so gonna let him get to first. Just toss it around the infield a little bit, guys. Okay, there we go. Now, Heidi Thurman does have some sneaky power, so I'm pitching a little bit away from her. Not a bad line drive there. And there we go. Very close play. Nice job, Henry Deschene, to make that heads-up tag. 3rd double play of the game, but we are way behind scoring pace. I really do not want to rely on all these power-ups, but we're probably going to have to. It looks like we're just getting more and more undergrounders and screaming line drives. We haven't gotten a crazy bunt or an aluminum power yet, which is too bad. Barry Bonds lifts that one, and that is going to be caught by Quentin Driver. Nice catch. Nomar Garciaparra right up the middle. Caught by Heidi. Or Dana, or whoever that was. 2 quick outs. I think this also goes to show just how much the game is cheesed when it comes to CPU errors. Because, I mean, when you play a game of backyard baseball, just imagine how many runs you get or hits you get because the CPU drops the ball. You actually get a lot. And Pablo's not going to make it to second even. That's crazy. Pablo now in a pickle. So it's like the defensive AI improves as well. I'm already way more cautious about how I'm doing the base running, which is crazy against this lineup, this defense. But I'm actually cautious about them because they're making better throws too. Their throws seem to be more accurate. And Julie Dunkel is just gonna... That might be to Victoria Schamberg. We might have a shutout inning. Shutout inning. Cameron Haynes puts up a 0. And we only have 11 runs through 3 innings. Jeez. Slow balls and left hooks all in the middle. Cameron Haynes still strikes out. Victoria Schamberg. Don't go after it, Pablo. Just let it ride. Oh, said let it ride, but no, Pablo, you had to go for it. So no double play here. That's too bad. Strikeout on Dana Sekula. 5 strikeouts for Marcellus Marks, but none of them matter. We got to be scoring runs. Only 11 zip. Henry Deschene, though, has hit 2 home runs. 1 inside the park, 1 outside. And he could have his 3rd one here. Henry Deschene. Victoria Schamberg not even going to bother going after that one. Home run, 12-0. Nice solo shot. Oh my gosh. Horrible strikeout by Ken Griffey Jr. Cameron Haynes is pitching a good game so far. I mean, obviously not a good game. He's allowed a bunch of hits, but you know. Better than the previous pitchers, actually. Leo Wayne, that's a pop fly, and that might actually fall in. So another hit off a power-up. That's going to bounce to Victoria. She's going to make a nice throw in. Oh my gosh, I swear they're making better throws. I think the defensive AI is actually improved. This is really crazy to witness. Another strikeout on Marcellus Marks. Jay Green with the grounder. Man, no way. He's going to get safe, though. Safe to first. 2 on with 2 outs. We need something from Barry Bonds here. Just 1 for 3 today. Nice hit. And Victoria Schamberg catches that 1 run in that inning. Just 1 run in the last 2 innings. This is crazy. Left 2 aboard. We're going to let Claire Nelson... No! Let her get on base, dude. What are you doing? Thor Herring with the hit. No, Henry, what are you doing, bro? We need double plays. It's not only are we not scoring on offense anymore, but we can't even get double plays. It's like all of the cheese options in this game have just been turned off, all because I turned errors off. I guess this is the key to have a truly difficult gameplay is just turning errors off. If you think hard difficulty is too easy, turn the errors off. That is what we were discovering today. Nomar Garciaparra, nice line drive into the gap. Pablo Sanchez with the... No, not quite out of here. Oh, no, wow, okay. I thought that was going to hit the fence, but nope, that's another dinger for Pablo. 2 runs, outscoring ourselves in the previous 2 innings. That feels good. 14-0. Julie Dunkel, and that does not have the distance. Crazy. Claire Nelson with the catch. 1 out. Strike 3. Cameron Haynes is shutting us down. Finally, we get a walk. Leo Wayne just needs a triple to hit for the cycle, but that's not even my concern. We are just so far behind pace. Let's just see if we can even hit 50. I don't think we'll even be able to hit 50 in this game. We've been playing so poorly on offense. Dude, what? Oh, that's Thor Herring. I was going to say. Oh, out of play. Extra base. I'll take that. Leo Wayne. That is a no-doubter. Finally, some wind under our wings, but it's going to be a struggle to even hit 30, I think. Marcellus with another chance to strike out to end the inning. This guy's just being set up for failure. And Marcellus marks. That one falls in for Marcellus Marks unbelievably. Just his second hit today. And Jay Green also just 1 for 3 today. Marcellus with the steal. Thor Herring, man. He's out! I thought he was going to get by him, but no. We only score 4 runs, 16 runs through 5 innings. This is unbelievable. Gonna let Ivan King score. I mean, reach first base. Definitely not gonna let him score. Look, he looks faster. Does turning errors off give the CPU just like a boost to all attributes? Because I swear they are making better throws. They are making smarter decisions. They even like look faster. This is really an interesting experiment, actually. I don't know how many YouTubers or how many of you watching at home play with the errors off, but to me this seems like a massive upgrade in terms of difficulty. Okay, Pablo is just... What are you doing, bro? What are you guys doing? Dude. Still gonna get the out. Pop up. Pablo. Nope, not gonna make the throw in time. Not gonna make the throw in time. No double play. Cameron Haynes bunts it. That would have been nice to have on the previous batters. 3 outs. 16 runs on 20 hits. So in other words, we need to score like what? Like 30, almost 30 runs per inning in the next 3 innings if we want to beat this challenge. It's possible. It is totally possible, but this has just been so difficult so far. The combination of a deeper park and turning errors off is 100% what is making this so difficult. It's not just the rust of me not playing for quite a while. Jay Green finally does something on offense. Nice dinger, but it's just a solo shot. Barry Bonds just 1 for 4 today. And that is a fly out. Quentin Driver's going to catch it. Every fly ball now is going to be an out because this is such a deep park. If you hit a fly ball, it's going to be an out basically because errors are turned off. They're not going to drop it. So if you hit a fly ball, it better be a dinger. Cameron Haynes finally off the mound and Claire Nelson comes back in. So in other words, turning errors off basically makes it much more realistic simulation baseball. Yes, there's still power-ups and all that, but with the CPU, and now Thor Herring comes back in, but with the CPU just never dropping the ball, I mean, it is much more like real life. Because how often do errors happen in Major League Baseball in terms of like, you know, dropped catches? Hardly ever. Or just extremely rarely. Definitely not as often as they happen in this game. And Nomar is just fouling some easy pitches here. Victoria Schamberg trying to get this last strike on this full count to Nomar, but Nomar's been fouling off all these balls like crazy. And that's strike 3. I swear they're pitching better too. This is nuts. Pablo crushed to center. Quentin Driver will not be able to catch up to that one. Not a home run. Oh, that's a ground rule double. I was actually hoping that would stay in so Pablo could just run around the bases because that definitely would have been an inside the park home run. And instead we got a runner on second, but 2 outs. Julie Dunkel with the fly to Quentin Driver, who has been the defensive MVP so far today. Unbelievable. Another 1-run inning. Now, you know, obviously when you allow a team to score 17 runs on you in baseball, that's, you know, you're allowing yourself to get shelled. But for the talent of this lineup compared to the talent of the lineup we are playing, they are actually completely shutting us down. This is actually kind of unbelievable. I'm a bit stunned as to how well they've been playing on defense. But this is what turning errors off does. Another double play, though. That's pretty nice. My game capture glitched out, so y'all didn't see that. But Claire Nelson grounded out. Bottom of the 7th. We've got 17 runs. So that means we got to score like 45 runs per inning to make it to 99. And let's see if we can get some... No, we can't even like cheese it because they're just making better throws. Like, I think they also don't make bad throws anymore. Like, you know how sometimes you can just bait the CPU into throwing it back and forth so many times that they just make a bad throw, like they throw it into the ground? I think now that errors are off, they don't make bad throws either. So every throw that the CPU makes is a good and accurate throw. They never drop the ball. Their fielding is automatically better. Even if you're playing against a team like this team where so many of the players have like 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 at fielding, if they just never mess up, they don't even have the capability to mess up, it'll make it that much harder. And a grounder for Ken Griffey Jr., this might be a ground out. No, Heidi's not going to make it to first, so Griffey's safe. 2 aboard. Leo Wayne, that is going to be a 3-run dinger. And my game capture is glitched out. Well, that ruins the moment. Oh, there we go. The music is lagging. But we break 20. This is going to require an entire reevaluation of how I play this game. You know what? I'm thinking out loud here. I wonder if the way to do this is not to rely on power hitting. Because think about it. Not every power hit is going to result in a home run. And basically, if you are relying on power hits, if they land inside the park, they're being caught, basically. Unless you hit into a gap, which obviously doesn't happen a lot. So I wonder if, when I run this back, maybe I should stick to grounders or stick to line drives. Because those will be harder for the CPU to chase after. I might just do that now. I mean, obviously, I'll put the power-ups into play in the last inning. I might just try hitting only line drives from now on. Let's see how that works. Because we're so far behind pace, we're probably not going to make it, so let's just experiment. This might be the move. We might just forget about home runs and just keep it inside the park to tire out the defenders. Because they'll still get tired. I don't think their stamina doesn't deplete. Jay Green gets walked. Here's Barry Bonds, just 1 for 5. That nerf to his speed, really not doing him any favors. Barry Bonds with the line drive. That is into the gap. See what I mean? That, you know, you're less likely to hit pop flies on line drive power. Jay Green's going to score. Barry Bonds is going to get a triple. And they're going to tire themselves out by chasing after these balls. Barry Bonds is going to get an inside the park home run here, probably. Nice throw by Heidi or Dana. But Barry Bonds, even with his nerf, gets home. This might be the move. Yeah, just hit really, really good line drives or even grounders. Force them to chase after it. But that was worth going after. Nomar Garciaparra, that's fair. Ground rule double. But we get another power-up. They're throwing all of their power-up pitches at us. And Pablo is going to reach. You know, I already feel like this is giving us more consistent base runners. Already. And we get another hit off a power-up. Line drive power, when the defense has no errors on, might be the move. I think we found the meta. Pablo is in a legitimate pickle right now. This is astonishing. No way! No freaking way! Are you serious? Pablo got caught in a pickle and got thrown out against the Mighty Monsters lineup. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe this game. Julie Dunkel with a nice single. This is crazy. And this is all because we've turned errors off. 100%. If errors were on, one of them would have thrown into the dirt or something. This has been one of the most unreal experiences I've ever had playing this game. This is crazy. Pablo Sanchez caught in a pickle against, who was that? Like Thor Herring, and I don't even know who that was. Wayne Pittman maybe, and they threw Pablo out. And that's a pop fly. Quentin Driver's going to get himself another one. And we leave 2 aboard. I cannot believe this. 23-0. We probably, well, no, we'll use all the power-ups. We're probably not going to even crack 50. This is unbelievable. I've said unbelievable so many times in the last few minutes. This is actually crazy, but this is fascinating. So if you complain that even on max difficulty, oh, Backyard Baseball's too easy, turn errors off. That is the key. This is really fascinating, actually. Quentin Driver, actually, that's a nice hit for him. We're going to let him get to first. Because, you know, why not have another double play as we're heading into the final inning? Basically, with this last inning, we have to accept that we're probably not going to get to 99. So just get as many runs as possible. New goal is 50. If we can at least get to 50, that'll be good. But I do think that starting in the next game, because obviously we're going to run this one back, I do think the meta is line drive hits only. You know, basically tire out the defense and no double play here. But tire out the defense because, you know, their stamina is still affected. Keep the ball in play. Don't go for home runs because home runs that are short will just be flyouts, guaranteed. And, you know, tire out the other team, and, you know, you'll have more consistent base runners. And that's actually a bad throw, but I think that's because, you know, they all have low stamina now. Or maybe they don't, I don't know. But Leah gets to third base off the screaming line drive. Marcellus Marks with the line drive. He's going to get to first. Leah comes home. And so now they're finally making bad throws. That's got to be a stamina thing. That's not an error thing. That's a stamina thing. So this is actually interesting. So I think this is too little too late, but we might have finally discovered the meta very late here in the game. Keep it on the ground. Tire out the defense. Obviously keep stealing because we have more speed than them. And just go for extra base hits once you tire out the CPU. Forget about the dinger game. Because, you know, more often than not, this is what's going to happen. Although now they're finally slowing down. But this is because we're not getting flyouts and they're not getting quick innings. So this is actually fascinating. And we get an RBI on the ground rule double. I know I'm talking a lot right now, by the way, guys. But this is just really an interesting experiment. And I'm kind of thinking out loud as we're going through. But see, now that I am keeping it on the ground more often, the CPU is finally getting tired. They're getting no easy flyouts. And so now it's easier to get more consistent base runners. Let me guess, Jay Green's going to be caught in a rundown. Nope. Faked him out. Good. Barry Bonds. Oh, man. Great catch. Wow, this has been just so tough. Nomar with another screaming line drive into the gap in center field. Nobody's there. And yeah, their stamina depletion is really coming into play now. There's not much I can say without, you know, repeating myself about, you know, keeping the ball on the ground to tire them out. So basically what this means is, you know, to complete this challenge on this park, on a park this deep and with errors turned off, it's going to be a much less exciting game because you're not just going to be ripping dingers like crazy like at Parks Department 2. But it is possible. I definitely think it's possible, as we are seeing. We are getting much more consistent hits and base runners. But it's going to take a lot more work, and it's going to be much more boring. It's not going to be as entertaining as constantly getting piss missiles over the fence. Pablo Sanchez with the rip. And he should be able to get to first. If he doesn't, that's going to be crazy. Pablo Sanchez thrown out, going to first. What in the world, man? Okay, we might not even get a chance to do all these power-ups. This is crazy, man. I'm going to make sure we do. They can keep me from scoring 99, but they're not going to make me not use my power-ups. Better not throw me out. No, freaking wait. They just make better throws. All of their throws are good. All of their throws, almost all of their throws, I mean, have full power. They're all accurate. Undergrounders. So I think we'll definitely be able to break 30. We'll defeat our lowest score against this lineup. But wow, this is a really humbling experience. And I think we've figured out a way to make this game much harder. So 29-0, winding it down here. Quentin Driver, first action on the mound, trying to get this final out. Ken Griffey Jr. gets us an undergrounder. So we will break 30. I think our low mark against this lineup with this best lineup is 32. So I think we'll beat 32. But wow, nowhere even close to 99. Leo Wayne undergrounder. And that will be not a ground rule double, which is good because she'll probably get much further. Look at that throw in from Victoria. All of their throws are good. All of their throws are accurate and on time. There's a ground rule double, and we bring in a run. That's going to be another inside the park undergrounder. Jay Green will get to third, although his stamina's looking low. Beat that throw, and he gets there. Heidi Thurman, strong arm, but not quite. Barry Bonds with the nerf, just 2 for 7 today. Got one inside the park home run, but that nerf made things much more difficult for him. And we are coming to the end of our power-ups here. He's rounding the bases, so I think he'll actually make it home. He will make it home. So we defeat our lowest score. Oh my gosh. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. 34-0. Of course. Heidi Thurman caught that. Of course she did. It ends on me getting out on a power-up hit. What a crazy and fascinating first attempt at this update on the 99-0 challenge. And we are definitely going to run this one back. Now we're just going to pad Marcellus' stats. He's got 8 strikeouts. Let's see if he can strike out Cameron and the batter after him to get to 10. That'd be pretty cool. Strikeout number 9. 0-2 count. Going to end this one with a fireball. This is what you get, Victoria, for making me look stupid in front of my subscribers. Strike 3. That is what you get for keeping us to 34 runs. So we win 34-0. We beat our low score. But we learned a lot. We learned about the new meta, the new strat going forward. That was a very sobering wake-up call. So we'll run through the final stats. Marcellus Marks, not a perfect game, of course, because we allowed hits intentionally. 70 strikes and only 1 ball, though. 10 strikeouts on 71 pitches. Pretty good game, other than, you know, the hits that he allowed deliberately. 15 home runs. Everyone got at least 1 home run inside the park or out, except for Marcellus Marks. Definitely not some great hitting performances by some of our players, but I do think going forward that the new plan is forget about hitting home runs, trying to crank dingers. Unless you've got an aluminum power bat, don't even bother swinging for the fences, because if you swing for the fences and you're short of the fences, it will be basically an automatic fly out. So very interesting. We are, of course, going to run this one back. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.